this is our picture. Our given. E is the midpoint of what? DF. What's the other part of my given? Tell me. Louder, please.
Is congruent to segment EG.
What do they want us to prove?
CE is equivalent to EG.
CE is equal to or congruent?
Congruent to EG.
Okay, this one's going to be interesting. Okay, they've told us that this is congruent, correct? Everyone agree?
Yes.
And they've told you that E is the midpoint between those two. So in essence, they've told us those two are congruent, right?
Yes.
All right. So let's get our given written down. First one, I'm going to start with, I'm going to say E is the midpoint of DF. That's given. What does being a midpoint tell you? And I know some people just like to write down all the given at first, but I kind of like to write what that tells me next. Go straight. What does it tell me that E is the midpoint of DF?
They're in the mid.
It's in the middle. It's equal distance from each one. So it tells me that DE is equal to what?
EF.
EF. Would you agree?
Yes.
Definition of a midpoint. Okay, third thing. Now I'm going to go back to my other given. My other given says that CD is congruent to what?
FG.
EG?
It's FG. Or it might be.
Is it FG? Yes, I'm sure it is FG, isn't it?
Yes. On my paper it's FG.
So that was a mistake. FG.
Yes.
This is given to us. Well, what in this section have we had to do every time we had congruency? What have we got to do straight to it underneath it?
Addition property.
Nope.
CD is
Substitution.
equal to FG. And
I went from congruency to what?
Oh, equality.
I basically say that the distances are then equal. This is the definition of what? Congruency. Everybody with me there?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We've marked this up here, basically everything we've got written down, haven't we?
Yes.
What they want us to prove is that CE is equal to EG. Well, isn't that obvious?
Yes.
Well, unfortunately, we can't write that's obvious. It's proven. Okay, we've got to have some kind of theorem or something that will relate the things we know about to the two that we actually haven't said anything about. Have we said anything about CE and EG yet? Have we said anything? No. How can I relate the things that I know something about to the things that I haven't written anything about? What about CE? What do we know CE is?
CD plus DE
CE would equal what?
DE
CD
plus DE
plus DE?
would equal CE. Yeah.
Why do I know that?
Definition or
The segment
equivalent segment.
Addition postulate.
addition postulate, correct?
Yes.
Now, but before, since I don't want to write segment addition postulate down again, what else could I say?
EG equals EF plus FG. EF plus
I'm gonna say, actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say F, G plus EF. Does anyone know why?
Stop making
I'm not saying,
substitution.
CD kinda corresponds to FG, doesn't it? So I'm gonna put them right above each other. So it's easier for me to see where I'm substituting to make them look alike. And since these two correspond to each other, all of that is what? The segment addition postulate. So now, can you see that now we've related the things we want to find, that we want to say are equal to some things we know something about? Well, first of all, what do we know about FG?
That CD equals FG and FG equals CD.
That it's
Right.
congruent.
What do we know about FG? So wherever I see CD, what could I put?
FG.
So I could come down here for number 6 and say CE is equal to FG plus, well, what do I know about DE? What is it the same thing as?
EF.
And then if it helps you, we could write, not change this, EG is equal to FG plus EF. I sometimes think this is easier, even though you don't have to write the second part down, it helps you see why you're doing it, doesn't it? Why is this true?
Substitution.
You run it out.
Now, why did I do that?
EG equals CD plus DE.
Because now, FG plus EF is the same thing as that. I can plug it in right there, can I, for that whole thing? Agreed? So my next step is CE is equal to what? EG. Again, this is what?
Substitution.
Oops.
What's the only thing left to do?
Change it back to congruency.
Definition.
Go to, they want me to go to incongruency, don't they?
Yep.
So now I say, since I've said the lengths are equal, I can say the two segments then must be,
Equal.
no,
Or congruent.
congruent. And that's the definition of what? Congruency.
Congruency.